Apparently, everyone hates that Nick Vile podcast. Can someone tell me where you get one of them floaty salt bubble machine things? I'm going to need one of those. Someone needs to also explain to these boys how to do boys' night because they failed miserably. Welcome to... I almost said the Adirondack Show. Welcome to Showmance. We'll explain that in a second, everybody. The #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth.
Shows as shallow as a street meat cart named after your ex's street meat.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Thank
That was a good one. That was a good
I
one.
like it.
That was a good one.
No one told me to come up with a thing. They didn't tell me to do that, so
No.
that was a shock to me.
You know, Travis showed up and then Mike tried to tell him that he should have came up with all these things. And
And
I'm
he
like, the
didn't.
fact that Travis showed up today is a real solid.
My name is
So-
Travis,
Solid.
by the way.
Yeah.
This is Travis. We're doing a new show.
We're showmancing a new show.
We're showmancing.
Yeah,
a
don't
brand
confuse
new
people. People don't like new.
show.
They don't like change.
Courtney doesn't watch this show. Either did Travis, but he was like, I'll watch it. Travis and I used to do a show on this channel called the Adirondack Show. That's why I almost said the Adirondack Show. I was getting vibes. We're running it back.
Yeah.
Travis has binged this show over the last week or so. All
4
three.
days. Started 4 days ago.
4 days, 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Give us a quick brief.
It was
on
a
your
roller coaster.
feelings.
It was a roller coaster
of
ride
emotions.
because the first season I'm like, I like Will and Emmy. They seem like great. They're like, they're crushing it.
Yeah,
you know,
they're
they're
great
funny,
together. Yeah.
down to earth, self-aware.
Yeah, totally. Good people.
I don't feel that way anymore.
Yeah.
And then like the people that like I hated in season 1, I hated Grace Lilly. And then season 2, she felt like the voice of like wisdom and was just like feeding facts and very self-aware.
Yes.
And then season 3, that went out the window.
What do you mean? Her ayahuasca trip didn't convince you that she was she had the vision?
No.
Listen, she has Bob Marley's ear and Jesus'
And
ear.
Jesus?
Yeah.
Like, who
So-
has that? You get one or the other, not both.
I think they're the same person.
Listen, you could be right. So I say this all the time on this lovely show, is that no matter on these Bravo shows or any good reality show, no matter if you love someone, stay tuned because one day you're going to hate them. And if you hate someone, good chance that you're going to, stay tuned, you're going to love them at some point. And that could go back and forth multiple times. This show is the epitome of that.
People are deep. I heard the saying way back when that like on a long enough timeline of someone's life, it's a straight line. Like it may go here and here and here and here.
Yeah.
But on a long enough timeline, it's just a line.
Plus, if you stretch it out, then it's
that's
just a line.
Also, no one can make me hate Grace Lilly. I'm in. Like forever and ever, amen. It's happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
If she wasn't
love
on this
her.
show, like that would be a super bummer.
I don't
you
think
wouldn't-
season 1 works without Grace Lilly.
Yeah.
I think the other ones work, but she's a lot.
She's
You know what it was? The season 1, because I just binged it and it's in my head. Her first intro is like, my mother always told me I was special. Every mother says that. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
True.
What is that? You're average. You're just an average boy,
Yeah.
Michael.
It's fine. Fine. I don't mind being average.
Those intros really. Joe Bradley's intro on the show pissed me off because they played him off as I used to be a chubby kid, and then I think season 2 or 3 did a flashback, and he's just a skinny 13-year-old at camp. I was like camp counselor. Ladies loving. What? I was fat. I'm still fat. I grew up fat. I'm still fat.
I tried
so
to
like
say
this
that.
whole like, oh, I had a rough time. Not buying it, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
Listen,
Travis?
Joe's a little stupid dum dum.
Oh, so
But
yeah.
I-
So there's that.
He's a little bit. I'm trying to remember. I feel in my gut that I shouldn't like Joe, and I'm trying to remember why. And that what did he do to make me feel that? But I can't remember. So I like Joe, but I feel like I shouldn't like Joe. But also when Travis and I met on X Factor, right?
Yeah.
And we called him Big Country.
Mm.
Bunch of people did, not just me. Bunch of people. That was his nickname for a reason.
I'm from Texas. I wore a cowboy hat on set. I was like
Big.
280 pounds
Yeah.
when we
What?
first met.
Big.
I was a big boy.
Oh,
You were
huge.
not 280
I topped
pounds.
at 18.
Legit.
At age 18, I topped out at 305.
No, legit. So
But
remember
I've
when
known
we
Travis since then, and I do not remember that ever.
I don't think like You may have met me once in the X Factor days, but we didn't know each other.
I get that, but like I definitely came to see you guys, and I just
No, this is why when we went to Woody's wedding.
I think you're pulling a Joe Bradley right now.
Had a hard time, but I'm doing good now.
Recognized game. That's why you recognize that he did that.
No, that's why we went to Woody's wedding. Travis said like I hadn't seen Travis in a while, and he went to I don't know what you went on. What's that fat camp show?
I didn't. I was just really poor.
Oh,
the
helps.
best diet is not being able to afford food. That's just
true.
You're crushing
Travis
it.
was suited up and had his hair out, and I was like, "Who the hell is that dude?" And as
Little
we probably
country?
like, "That's big country," and he's suave country now.
Suave country.
So yeah, Travis used to be an actual fat kid.
No, but yeah, Joe Bradley definitely pissed me off in that intro.
Yeah.
But you like Joe Bradley now?
No.
What?
I do think some of the funniest moments I saw in the last 4 days of all the seasons is Joe Bradley, somebody calling him out, and he's like, "No, what happened was," and he just stumbles all over himself.
Yeah.
And he never really says anything.
No.
I love DJ Maddie Reese and Joe Bradley. I love them together. I hope they get married. I hope she becomes the biggest DJ in the world, and I hope he just kind of flops all over the world around, like at her feet, and just like is an idiot. And
It's like kind of a
works.
reverse Will and Emmy.
It's a reverse Will and Emmy, totally. What I was going to say is it's like the girls on Southern Charm, like which is a different show. Like they're just following around these dumb Neverland Peter Pan boys. And Joe is that. He just wants to follow around.
The one thing about Joe that it just felt like me, I don't make moves. I can't make moves. I'm usually the guy that needs the girl to do something. I need to be hit over the head going, "Hey, idiot."
Yeah.
For me to go, "Oh, cool. Okay."
Yeah. Took him a minute.
Cried about it. He complained about it, but never did anything about it.
About Maddie, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a feeling that he is. See, you haven't. He tried to watch Southern Charm. He lasted like 5 minutes and was like, "Who are all these old guys and why are all these cute girls putting up with them?" Which I get. But, 10 seasons later, 11 seasons later, here we are. We think it's one of the greatest shows on Bravo.
It really
But him and Maddie remind me a little bit of Craig Conover and who's the French girl? Naomi. I feel like if Joe Bradley doesn't start up his own multi-bajillion-dollar pillow company any second, Maddie's going to find.
Yeah, she's going to grow out of him.
Yeah, she's going to grow out of him real quick. Right now, she understands that like a Showmance is great reality TV, and you're going to get to be the A storyline, and you're going to get all the deals, and Bravo's going to treat you like their little darlings.
And your DJ career grows with more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you got your boo that's going to show up too. So now he's a part of the appearance fee. He's just like, you're getting that extra bang for your buck if you're a Vegas club and all the things. But I feel like he needs to figure something out real quick because Craig is 10 times smarter than Joe Bradley is. That's not
saying much.
Well, okay,
I'm not disagreeing with you, but
I mean, you can say all you want about how long it took him to get his law degree, but it almost just seemed like he got it when he wanted to. He got it when he was like ready to actually turn in the stuff that needed to be turned in. It was never about brains with him. It was about control, I think. So I do hope that Joe takes a little note from Craig because he's going to lose his Naomi if he doesn't. And he might anyways, because Joe's very, very good looking, very handsome, not a lot going on up here.
yeah, no, he's dumb.
Yeah.
So dumb.
So dumb. Any other thoughts before we dive into this?
I had a lot of I was like, oh, I'm going to ask him if they think Bradley got his dick sucked. And then we got an answer that no one else saw it besides Maddie.
By the dumpster?
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, well, then I'm going to ask him if they thought Trevor cheated. And then we just found out that was a giant lie, which crazy.
But I think that Trevor did cheat before, though. He just didn't cheat on this specific
But that was
event.
my question. Like, that was the big event in season 2.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, what do they think about it?
Yeah.
And then we got to season 3 reunion.
End of season 3. That was the quiz. I had to be like, wait, what was that? Oh, this was we were finally fessing up to a thing that happened last 2 seasons ago now.
I mean, if I'm the producer, I'm like, man, thank God this guy's a shitty human being, or I wouldn't have a storyline.
So we've been known to get a little too serious about other shows that we've done. And I think that this is a great, like, listen, I don't know who out there is watching this show. I don't know, like, I'm really hoping that our audience, like the people, like our usual show hosts, I hope they just do us a solid and like just give it a shot because it's not like the other shows that we're doing. But what's cool about it is that it is so bad that you kind of can't really take it too seriously. Like if we wanted to do a show and get into the groove of like figuring out how to just be cool, man, and like just come in and have some fun and like watch a show that's basically a parody of Vanderpump, like this is a good show. Like you can't really get too deep divey on it because you're playing yourself if you do.
Okay, well that makes me feel like shit because I got really heady about this whole show.
No.
But I'm gonna be honest. So I come from the world of I love competition reality shows.
Yeah,
I've never dug into housewife drama,
I don't
Bravo
recommend it.
world
Yeah.
of reality TV.
Yeah.
So I was in it. This was my first like dip my toes in. I got so many feelings.
No,
I'm closer to you than her. Okay, it's like 'cause we just watched the last season, season 3. Natalie and I just kind of banged through it yesterday and a little bit this morning.
Don't tell us about your personal life. Just tell us about the show.
But just to kind of get refreshed and then watched the new one and I was like, gee, I don't hate this show. Like it's and I also think that Bravo's probably going to try to push it because I'm guessing that I don't know. I'm just guessing that I don't think the new Vanderpump is doing that great.
Well, it already got renewed.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's gonna like it's not the same. So I
Certainly
think that this is just Vanderpump in Charleston. There's a Leva she's from Southern Charm. She is the Lisa Vanderpump of the South, or is trying to be. She has a Ken, like he's rarely on camera, but like it could be that.
It's gonna listen. We both work in the TV business. Like, you don't get 4 seasons for nothing. Something's working.
No,
Yeah.
The Bravo
Totally.
like something that's coming in as a younger demographic. I don't know, but
and
they enjoy it.
Yeah.
You don't just get 4 seasons.
No,
I could see it going at least 7.
I think that the issue with this show is that I have been surprised by the way, like the lies that have been told over the last 2 seasons have been so gigantic and carried like half of, like about 6 episodes, some of the lies. And they are told with such passion and with such good acting.
Layers of lying. It's not just I made a lie. It's
No, it's
doubling down, tripling down.
Exactly. And then when they do come clean and say, okay, I actually lied about that, or I actually faked that whole phone call, or that girl was in on, or all those things, like it's listen, bravo, because you fooled me. I didn't know that those were lies as they were happening, and I usually think everything's fake.
Right.
I always come from a place of no, a place of this is fake. Like Maddie is now saying that she's very upset about this thing that happened at the reunion when literally that night she's on camera telling them, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's in the past. I just want to move forward. Like, it's not even like they're telling us, I thought she was over it. Like, it was on camera. We saw her say that. And now she's coming into this with like such like, I've been having mental health issues all summer and having to see all these doctors and having all these panic attacks. Like, and that would very well be the case for anyone who literally broke up with someone over something that never happened. That's a natural reaction, but I don't really trust her right now.
Why?
Because she lied about that whole phone call that happened. Like, didn't she stage like a fake, like had a call with someone? I
With
can't even
Trevor.
remember what
She was on the she was on. Her and Trevor both called the girl. And they recorded. Is that what you're talking about?
There's something like that.
Yeah.
And then, but had a whole breakdown because of it, and I believe that breakdown when she was crying.
Yeah.
And like,
she told everyone that Trevor just got this, and Trevor just showed it to her.
Yeah.
But then it came out later that her and Trevor both recorded it 2 weeks prior.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, she's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, again, bravo, Maddie Reese, multi-talented. She's on the ones and twos, and she's making
She's
a
a
full-on.
multi-hyphenate.
Yeah, she's a multi-hyphenate. She's beautiful. She's been sober for however many years,
11,
which means she's
right?
laser focused. That's how she can pull off these things. You know, if you're boozing it too hard, I'd forget where my life started and ended, and what's real and what, like, you know.
That's
But
gotta
with the
f- with
whole
you.
thing of last season, like you don't think that like this thing happened, it was dramatic and whatever and a bummer, and then like that night you're at the club and you're like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm done. I'm over it. Don't bring, like, we're done. And then you go home and you realize like you're not sleeping that well, and then you kind of think about this thing, and then someone texts you, oh my God, I heard what happened in New York. I can't believe it. Those guys are fucking dicks. You let
Working you back up, and then you start thinking,
yeah, and then
that's gotta f- with you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
and then
Bradley
that
and
just,
TJ. That was such a deep,
dude, that was
layered
gnarly, dude. That's
year and a half
gnarly.
lie.
What's the,
That, like, how does that not, like,
No, agreed.
What's the
but-
movie where they like have a bet to see who can be the meanest to the one girl? It's like a super famous
Carrie?
touche, but no, more recent. It's like
10 ways to lose a guy. How to lose a guy in 10 days.
no, dude. As soon as it comes to me, it's not going to, because
Okay.
I literally wrote down what's the movie where that's in my notes. But it's like a guy and a girl from the late 90s, maybe early 2000s. Sarah Jessica, the one, not just Sarah Jessica Parker, whatever. But they like, there's a new girl that comes into town, and they're like, oh, let's see who can be the meanest. And he tries to date her and get her to fall in love with him, and she tries to ruin her life. But they're in cahoots to be mean to this fucking girl.
That
And
sounds
it's
like a
this
horrible
game that
movie. I
they
never
play.
want to see.
Yeah,
You've seen it. I know you've seen it.
I probably have. Joe
You
Schmo
probably
has.
have it on DVD.
Blu-ray. I'm a Blu-ray
Yeah,
guy.
you're a Blu-ray guy. I forgot about that.
Basically, what I'm saying is that between that lie and what Brad was able to do by saying this girl that I train with hooked up with him, and then by Maddie's lie, like I now am just aware that like these are incredible liars. So I just don't
Well, Brad
like,
and- yeah, Brad
you know,
and
that's going to stick
TJ
with me. You can't just shake that. You're either a sociopath or you're incredibly good at making reality TV.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not taking this show too seriously, because I don't really trust anyone yet, and they're going to have to earn it back from
I
me.
have questions about the lie, because like they did that workout scene. She says the first thing she
Yeah.
tells Bradley it happened, but like the video, where'd the phone video come from? He was twerking on someone.
Right.
Trevor was. It happened like so. So like
Exactly.
all of that, I'm like,
Yeah.
well, how did that happen? If this is a complete fabrication, where'd that come from?
So that's my other thing. He had clearly already cheated on her in the past. That video was clear as day. That happened. So why are you so upset that you broke up with your boyfriend for cheating? Because he didn't cheat that time. He cheated all those other times.
I think it's because everyone around her lied to
Yeah,
her
I
for a
think
year and a
she's
half.
upset
I
about
couldn't imagine.
Trevor.
You feel like you're in the Truman Show.
Yeah.
That's true.
Not even the Truman Show, because like nobody was trying to really.
were nice to
with him.
Truman,
They were being
yeah.
nice. So they were just
Aw, I love that
watching.
show.
You know, like imagine if they were just with him. You know, like I don't think she was mad about breaking up with Trevor, because she even said it. Like, this isn't about Trevor. This isn't about being sad. That relationship was going to end anyways. This is about being like, what? All of you were in on this. There was a group chat without me planning this this weird thing and using this experience that had already happened, which is why we broke up in the first place. We got back together. We're trying to give it another shot, and you're gonna use that one thing, and it's just a game. Like, it's just a game to you guys. That's why, Joe Schmo, if you're watching this movie, it's just a game to this kid, these two high school kids. Like, they just a game that like they pick up pawn and then they just destroy this person. But like TJ and Brad are like either trying out to be cult leaders and seeing like how far can we get, like, and I'm thinking like, you're good, like start the club. You guys are going to be fantastic cult leaders, because you can get people to do anything.
Right? Like that.
Anything.
I mean, I just can't even like fathom for 18 months I've been lied to at least 1,000 times by all the people around me. Small little lies, but just things to keep feeding the lie.
Imagine you're on the other end of it and you're
Having to come up with it.
and you're pulling the strings and
Ugh.
having to meet with your buddy to be like, okay, what's the next phase in our 18-month plan of lying to this girl for no reason.
How funny was it when Emmy pulled out like printed pages? During the reunion.
Yeah,
I got these
from my phone.
This doesn't seem
because I was
calculated
also
at all.
in on it.
This seems really just spur of the moment.
Yeah, it does too.
Andy it's Andy Cohen, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Whatever.
It's Andy Cohen. Come on.
He's new. It's his first time. His first time.
No, before we started today, I just like put up a quick post to say like, oh, by the way, Travis is returning to Nowtify. If you haven't met Travis here, and I put up the cult thing. So that's how when anybody sees something, that's the first thing they're going to see is, would you be a cult leader or a cult follower?
Followers have more fun. Leaders make more money.
Yeah.
Creed Bratton said that. The Office.
Yeah.
Well, should we get into it?
I mean, I have so much to, like in my mind about just season 3 reunion, which they kind of touched on a lot.
Well,
of.
let's talk about it because I feel like
yeah.
a lot of people
that's true.
are not avid watchers of this show, so everybody could probably use a refresher. So if you have something you want to talk about from that reunion,
Well, and then we kind of start there, as they open in the
Yeah.
Okay,
6 months ago. Or
Let's
whatever.
start here. Did Will the first time? I think it was season 2, where Will's friend just died. Did he cheat that time in the
in
bathroom?
the bathroom.
1,000%.
He was just consoling her apparently.
Oh, yeah.
And from a certain angle, it looks like their lips and tongues were in each other.
That's a weird. So you work in TV. You know that a camera can play tricks on your mind.
Yeah, okay.
Or a
don't-
camera just tells the truth.
Sometimes, not always.
There was no camera. It was just people watching.
Well, that then definitely not true.
I gave him the benefit. I gave Will the benefit of the doubt after that. I was like, hey, everyone has hard times.
What's going on? I want to think that those two are fine and that like it's just crazy.
Those two are fine. She's a straight up Looney Tunes.
She's a Looney Tune, but she wants this life and he wants this life.
Right.
That's what I was saying. Like before
The
we started
life
filming.
of like I do whatever I want, and she looks the other way.
But if they both want that life, who's to get? Why are we to stand in their way?
I would like her to admit that's the life I want, but she's standing on her conviction that like, yeah, everyone thinks I must be this typical Southern gal that wants to just look the other way and marry rich and look the other way. And that is so not me. And I'm like, bitch, that is all you are.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she said that or hinted that in season 1.
That she's a look the other way
They
girl.
talked about that a lot in season 1. I felt like was just a lot of those girls are out there just trying to look at.
Yeah.
Because apparently one of the girls came back, one of the old servers and hosts came back, and like she met her dude that just takes care and pays for everything.
Yeah.
And they made comments. They're like, that's a lot of these hostesses.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that dude.
Listen, she just needs to kind of learn from Will's parents. I think Will is basically going to be his dad, but his mom is the office manager at the law firm. So I figure that gives you kind of a leg up to be kind of like you're seeing a lot more. Like, don't stay at home and be a ladies who lunch.
Yeah.
Stay in the office.
If you don't want him banging the office manager,
Yeah,
get the
be
office
the office
manager.
Yeah.
Yes,
If you do want him banging the office
Yeah,
manager, be the office
Make sure it's you.
manager.
So you don't think he cheated the first time?
I don't want to believe
Okay.
that he cheated.
The second time
I don't want to.
when he was at law
believe.
school.
Definitely.
He definitely
This guy is
cheated,
doing
right?
I don't
whatever he
think
wants.
so.
And
What?
He's getting into these shoes like, no, this is my birthright. I find him to be, I'm from this kind of a Southern family, this kind of a stock breed, and I am here to fulfill my destiny of being the guy that has a hot wife and nails all of his legal secretaries and work trips, the high class prostitute in the lobby of the hotel down at the Four Seasons. Yeah, that's happening. That's who this guy is. And that's fine, but let's just call a spade, Emmy.
I kind of believed him until Emmy's reaction to everything. And I'm like, she knows and she doesn't give a
Yeah.
f-
Well,
just
she
doesn't.
is losing her
Her
damn
reaction-
Oh,
mind.
she's so manic at this point.
Yeah.
And just that
Tunes.
immediate like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
And you're like, no one cries that fast. What are you doing?
Oh
no
my
one
God.
breaks down. No one goes from 0 to that that quickly.
And like,
yeah.
and over and over again, season after season, where it's like, bitch, you saw this last season, right? You saw yourself with those, remember those tears that were all black eyeliner?
lake, yeah.
That she let it stay on for like the entire scene when it was like, can someone just wipe her face
And
real
then when
fast?
she finally did wipe it off, she basically was trying to like peel her full skin of cheek skin off. She was wiping it so gnarly.
She definitely seems like that person that like you find out in the woods just trying to dig a hole and their nails are gone. Just loses their mind and just has a nervous breakdown.
But you're like, why are you digging a hole? And she's like, they're coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
No, you know who nailed her best? I feel like it was Mia that said, Emmy's whole identity is her relationship to Will. When somebody tears Will down and makes Will, kind of exposes Will to be a different person than Emmy has presented, that Emmy takes that as her identity being stripped down. And it feels like, what did she say? She said a glitch in the matrix or a glitch in the system. Yeah.
But
and I thought that was like the most brilliant thing, like, because that's how she reacts, as if like, we're talking about this dude. You're not him. We're not blaming you. No one's looking at you funny. This is this dude. But she's taking it on as if you're talking about her, because when your identity is wrapped up in your relationship, all of that shit is now a direct hit on you. And then she's cracking because she can't fix what he's done or is doing.
Yeah.
Well, Leva said it too in the reunion. This season 3 reunion was like, you need to not take on so much of his pain and his shame, or she didn't say that, but like she was referring to that, basically that same thing, that you're taking on everything that people say about him. You take that on and assume that you're talking about you. And which, like, listen, I get it, but then I also get they are very Stepford. They are very, very much a vibe that like doesn't exist a ton anymore, and people don't want it to exist, and it's very old.
Some people do.
But some people do, and that's kind of my thing. Like, again, we watched him on the thing, and then when he was on the golf course, and he was like, I don't know, she's good at these things. I'm good at working and making money. Kind of feel like I owe it to her, and she can handle the logistics, and I'll pump it full of fuel. Like, cool. Like, I didn't have a problem with that conversation.
No.
It doesn't mean I'm that guy, but like some people do. Like you said, like some people are fine with that life. And if both people want it and both people are familiar with it, and maybe that's how Emmy's parents grew up with dad, like, I don't know. Is it right? I don't know. But they seem to both not mind it and want it. So
listen,
let them go have it.
I don't mind it when Hillary Clinton does it, because she just handles it a little better. Stop crying. Stop breaking down and crying and overheating and going into a full meltdown panic attack, and just say, like, that's none of your business. And we'll be like, you're right. It's none of our business.
Yeah. That's why I think it's true, is because of her reaction.
Yeah.
But you believe those reactions? Like, you believe they're not like...
No, they're calculated reactions, which makes me believe
actor.
he cheated. And she knows it. They've never had a conversation about it.
Yeah.
They don't talk about it. They both know it happened. And that's why her reactions are that way. Because that's how she's shutting down her mind, and she's not pulling it off.
And then when you see her reactions, you feel not so pissed at him, because you're like, you live with this?
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, do you see why I have to go into bathrooms and bang my friends?
Yeah, once in a while.
A little once in a while.
Jeez.
I got to escape. I get it.
Can I ask what y'all thought about the whole Will can't make it out here because of his own mental health?
Well,
yeah?
listening. That's the thing. Like, these guys are either really good at all this, like the making up stories and lying or it's got to be a little bit true. Because, like, regardless of it's true or not, it was incessant. Like, the blaming, the sleuthing, the investigating, the like, I know a girl whose friend works at this place, whose brother knows the bar back, and the bar back's cousin graduated that law school 52 years ago. I'll call him, right? And like, oh, okay, cool. Man, what are we in a mafia movie now? Like, so
that sleuthing is coming from the same people that pulled off a 18-month lie to Maddie.
So
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
they're doing it to Maddie, and then like, so you could argue are they also doing it to Will and Emmy just for fun?
No.
But I thought that guy Austin was the one. Wait, is his name Austin?
Austin, yeah,
is the one that said, like, And he wouldn't say who said it because he
Right,
was like,
but
it's my
they
girlfriend who I'm
put-
just trying to get back together with. And so I'm not trying
but
to out
they
her.
did the whole closet, the girl in the closet. Like somebody said it, and then I think Mia brought it to her attention first, to Emmy's attention.
Yeah.
But they ran with it. So like they ran with that thing. They set up the Maddie thing. Like this could be their fun little game that they play, right? This could be the producers just struck freaking gold
with people
and-
that are like down to play.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, dude, I'll do that. No,
Yeah.
but you got to do it, and recruit, and they're like, yeah, we're totally in, because TJ's messy as,
oh my
right?
God, TJ drives me back.
I
can't
enjoyed him in season 1. I enjoyed him and Bradley in
I
season
did
1. I was
too.
like, oh, they're really self-aware. They're like, they're saying
they're
things that poignant.
horrible.
Like,
Yeah.
TJ's horrible.
No,
so,
he,
like,
he changed.
Back to Will, like I'm like, if you're like, oh, well, you fooled me on these lies, then I could possibly be fooled by Will, because like this was incessant, and she says it too. Emmy's like, this isn't how you're supposed to live. Like you're not supposed to live like this with people. Just listen. It could be
Womp,
cheesy,
womp. It
but
was
it's
so
also
bad. People are supposed to go like, she is the most privileged little princess I've ever laid my eyes on.
I love Grace Lily's comment. Well, maybe this isn't the job for you.
Yeah, maybe this isn't
How
the
about that?
career for you.
Exactly.
Get the out.
And I love
fine,
Mia,
I'm
and I
down
think
with
that
all
Mia
that,
is a
but
truth
at the-
teller. I think that Mia is a truth teller.
Listen, I forgot how hot Mia was.
I know Mia's.
I can't pay attention to
gorgeous.
anything she says.
Yeah.
I'm like just
No, she's perfection.
mush,
I was a
dude.
Molly fan.
I love
I'm a
Molly
fan.
too.
Yeah.
Season 1 and 2, Emmy fan. Fell off.
Yeah, no.
The
Yeah.
crying got me. I was like, this is
Yeah.
these breakdowns
are next level.
It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, there's a girl on Southern Charm who's like maybe or maybe not having a relationship with Craig, and she's so sweet and like super nice, but the face she makes these faces that are like, whoa, like that's now I know what the ick is.
Listen,
Yeah.
it's season 1. She'll see it back, and then she won't do it again.
People
But
are gonna
she's a
be
pro.
like, what are you talking about with your dumb face?
One thing, and Travis won't know about this because he hasn't watched Southern Charm, but one thing that we're reminded of is that Sally in one season literally nailed O'Sheen, Taylor's boyfriend now, what's his name? Gaston, and Joe Bradley.
She's getting it done.
She's getting it done.
She's gonna have memories when she gets older. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, the mental health on why Will couldn't come out. Every move they've made, Will and Emmy just feels like a politician would do that.
Yeah.
Like it's just all very calculated. Like let's take him off. Let's not have him in front of the cameras right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's wait till the Vial files where we can control the situation. Like it felt very, which was kind of a dick move on Will's part. He's like, Emmy, you got this. Get on out there.
Oh,
Yeah, I
super
mean-
dick of him.
Yeah.
But also, attorneys have they've got ethics clauses and morality clauses. They can get called in to have to answer to if there's public lies that they've been caught in. So I think that his dad might have even been like, you might just want to take a season off, brother, and just focus on school and let this all kind of die down and see where it goes. Reassess next year.
Yeah.
Because Emmy's going to be on there. You guys are engaged. So I'm sure you could go back anytime because you would be a great storyline if they want to see a Charleston wedding. But I feel like he did the grown-up thing. And the grown-up thing is to take yourself out. And the grown-up thing is also to nail a bunch of people whenever you want. It's
I
all
want to be
encompassing.
grown up. Okay, I don't. Let's just get into the episode then, finally. Because how do you feel then about them saying they overheard her in the hotel room talking about this seemingly master plan? that
Okay,
they
so
pulled off?
I watched it. I had to start over. I watched it again. I had to start over. And I was like, I don't understand the problem with the hotel thing. Nothing really happened, minus her saying, because it's not like she didn't make up an elaborate lie. The only real lie was the whole mental health thing in my mind. So the whole we got him, everyone believed it, really only has to do with the mental health part, right? Like they didn't make up anything else.
Well, I think if anything, these guys are good at hearing a sentence and being like, I know what she meant.
Yeah.
And then being like, here's what happened. This is what she said. I can't believe it.
And it's all
They
phone
were
tag, and it
well,
changes by the third person it gets to.
Yeah. But it's phone tag. It's especially bad here because everyone has their own desired outcome or desired reason for this gossip or this thing that they now have that they're going to use later to get another scene or a bigger check or I'm going to take this guy. Oh, this guy did this to me and I'm going to do that. So like, there's definitely that of like, yeah, no, I think they bought the mental health thing. Oh, and then TJ and Brad being like, you know what she means, right? What do you mean? She means that they're trying to pull one over on us.
But what I don't.
Dude,
That's
right.
that's why I kept rewinding, because what do they mean pull one over? About like, it's only the mental health part, right? There's nothing else that she could have implied with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they
I
acted
think,
like it was a big fucking thing, and I'm like, what are they talking about?
I think they probably think that they're right and that he's just not coming out to defend the allegations and the cheating and the like that. And so now we know we're right, and now we're hearing this thing, and that just proves we're right because she's probably in on it. Like you said, you think she knows, and
Yeah,
that's
she
why
knows.
she's acting all weird.
Team deflection is their love language for sure. Like she's really on board to play, and he has got a real one next to him to do this life with.
And she got a ring out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, they could have that. He could be a politician. Like that's most of them are lawyers, right? Like
If Thomas Ravenel can keep running for office, I don't know why
Dude,
this kid couldn't.
so funny. Somebody made a
Has
comment.
he won yet? Or does he just keep running?
No, he.
Yes.
I mean, since he went to
was.
prison, has he?
Yeah, no.
He
So
keeps going
was
up
a
against
guy.
Lindsey Graham. Like you're not gonna win.
I don't know.
Against
Lindsay's gonna
Lindsey
die one of these days.
One of them. Somebody just made a comment that the Ravenel Bridge in Charleston was named after his grandfather, and the white lines in the bridge he named after his son.
So would you rather have named after you, like a bridge or a fucking dog breed? The Boykin, right?
Yeah, no, that's a great question.
A dog breed's kind of crazy.
Boykin
Especially because
Spaniel.
it was a spaniel. I love Cocker Spaniels so much that that's a tough question. But like a bridge is.
I think I'm going dog breed.
I'm going dog breed.
Because like a dog breed has to go extinct. That bridge has got to come down at some point.
Does
right?
it?
Yeah, the bridges aren't going to last forever.
Well, they'd redo it and then.
Yeah, but at that point, who's paying to
then there's
redo
flying
it?
cars at
Then
some
it's-
point.
I'm gonna
Why do you
also
need a
go out on a
bridge?
limb, and I didn't do any research, but I feel like there's more bridges than dog breeds. Like,
Oh, sure. Yeah.
so what a bridge isn't that
No,
important,
that's true.
Interesting.
right?
You know what I think it is? I think that just being a girl and thinking about like all the things you get teased as, like if you're a little girl in elementary school and you're getting teased and someone's like, "Didn't they name a dog after you?" Like
a
it's just
bitch.
one of those things that you're setting up your kids.
Bro,
Female dog,
Day one?
a female
Day
dog. My
one, we're
bad.
not even 45 minutes in.
What?
He just called you a bitch.
I didn't call her a bitch. Didn't happen.
Okay. Like and subscribe.
So if I
forgot
wouldn't
to tell
have,
people to like and subscribe.
I get what you're saying. Like, what's the real lie? And really, there was no lie. They just were able to not have to address any more cheating stuff and kind of got out of that scot free because no one, once you pull the mental health card, like people just sort of, this generation backs off, you know, they are like, oh, okay, I guess can't go there anymore. But I believe that it happened because Molly is the one that heard it, and Molly hasn't lied to me yet. If it would have been Brad that said, I overheard it and here's what happened, I would have been like, oh, bullshit, Brad.
This bothered me. So Bradley and TJ say what they heard.
Yeah.
And then they cut to Molly going, I was right next door and I heard everything. And then she
Yeah.
never, Molly never says what she
What
heard.
she
She
heard.
just said she heard everything. And then we're going off what TJ and Brad said.
I love this
Yeah.
detail, this attention to detail. You're going to do great.
Yeah,
here.
no,
I just,
really
I was
good.
like,
Good find,
well,
yeah.
if she heard everything, let's hear what she has to say, right?
Yeah.
No, that's a good question or good statement because also we talk about all the time, and as we know, Travis and I also now work on America's Got Talent together. But like if you hear some shit but you don't see their mouth moving, that's probably an edit or a piece, a soundbite from somewhere else.
Or those dumb faces when like they end a conversation and just,
Yeah, like that was from
and
2
they just
hours
stare at each other for
ago.
30
Yeah.
seconds. They
When
probably
the-
didn't stare at each other for 30 seconds.
Yeah, right. That was when the waiter was like, "Oh, we don't have any more tequila," and they were dumbfounded.
Yeah.
But the that whole God damn it!
You lost the train? You lost?
Yeah, I did. It happens sometimes. Welcome to the show.
Talking about how they just cut to Molly saying, I heard everything.
Oh, right. That could be like Molly being like, they could have been talking about like, oh, I was at a booth next door in that restaurant and I heard everything there. And it was like,
Or
it
said
wasn't.
something bad
It
about
was
Bradley.
it was Maddie
Yeah.
and Joe talking about moving in together, right? Like that was the clip they used. God damn them.
Yeah, and then definitely going to the Vial files, like it's just straight politician move.
Have you watched the Vial Files? Do you know who that is? Like are
Nick
you
Vial from The
familiar?
Bachelor, Bachelorette or Bachelor. I can't remember what his
He's like
first
the
name was.
hottest bachelor.
Both.
Yeah,
All
I
of
used to
them.
work for Dancing with the Stars. His season. So
Oh,
He was on
there?
Dancing with the Stars.
sure was.
They all are. We're gonna be
this
on Dancing with the
guy.
Stars one day.
I know.
When they run out of people, yeah. They're just taking.
No, when podcasters are the stars. I'm sorry, world. I'm really sorry.
No, we'll be all geriatric. We'll be on Dancing with the Senior Stars, the senior
Wheeling
podcasters.
with the stars.
Yeah,
I'd watch that. That'd be someone's breaking a hip. I'd watch it.
yeah, that's for sure. But what if they danced in their little? chairs?
A walker?
There, that too. All right, so we're done with the crazy reunion. We're back to real life. Everyone's going back to work.
And they all hate each other. That
They
back
literally
room
hate each
when
other.
everyone's walking in, I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
that
tense.
seems so uncomfortable.
Super tense. What?
You seemed like you had a thought. You definitely
No,
like.
I just like it. This scene worried me for why we worry about all these shows. What you always talk about being like the problem with shows that kind of once they get into a certain season, you could
You
kind of
think they've
tell.
outgrown themselves already?
Didn't it seem like none of them had seen each other in however long? Like it seemed like. I mean, we obviously know
Well,
Maddie was
they're
off
not
on her
hanging
world
out.
tour.
Yeah.
But like the thing with Vanderpump is that they paid them so little for so long that like you had a good stretch of time where like they really needed these jobs. They needed to come in and pick up shifts and this is a million years ago.
I mean, I gotta imagine they're getting paid $5K an episode per cast member.
Oh,
Minimum.
listen, I'm sure that they're like, I don't know what their rates are now, but
I
like
looked it up.
Vanderpump really did, like those kids were broke for a hell of a long time. Like,
Which is better TV.
yeah, Sandoval and Ariana living in that shitbox for as long as they did with that, how they couldn't use the AC and the microwave at the same time, and they had the big box AC. Basically, what I'm saying is that I got the vibe that half of this cast is already not really working there on the regular anymore. Maddie's been on her
just
tour.
got Maddie.
Joe's
Joe
been
obviously left for
following
Maddie,
her.
but it still feels like Joe's not making any money following Maddie around. So like,
No,
I feel Joe
definitely
still
not.
works there. I feel like Bradley does.
Yeah, I didn't get that feeling. What I got was there was a pretty explosive reunion, and apparently it was only 6 or so months ago, and some shit went down. Like Will's not back. Like
Yeah.
and they're pissed at him. He probably still hasn't fessed up or had a conversation with everybody. Emmy's still being a weirdo. They just found out about this like crazy lie plan game that two of the main dudes played on the main cup. Like
This is 6
that's
months later, though.
crazy, right? But it's crazy. It's all so crazy.
Yeah.
That, like, I don't think it's weird that the first time we see them all together again, it's awkward. I bet you it's been awkward for 6 months.
I also think they're making pretty decent money at those jobs of hosts and server.
No, so do I.
The amount of money that they're bringing in, and it's one of the hotter bars in the area. Like,
Yeah.
they got to be going home with a lot of nice tips.
No, I agree. I didn't feel like the weirdness was coming from this thing that Brad and TJ did. No one was being mean to them. No one was talking about like, yeah, we don't really know what to do with them anymore. Like the
Emmy
vibe I
did.
got was that like a chunk of these people had not seen each other in several months. So I don't know if they're actually
But
all
Emmy
really.
said that. Emmy's like, I don't talk to Brad and TJ anymore. I feel like I lost my gay best friend and my older brother since the reunion. Maddie was on tour, but Joe
I don't
was.
think it was because of the lie that they told. Well, I mean, they used that lie to get out of their own having to answer to their own shit. So if I'm Emmy, I'm grateful to Brad.
Yeah, I just think it didn't seem like there was any friendly communication during that reunion, and some crazy shit came out the night before, and sure they were getting out of it, but like I don't know, it didn't seem
right,
like
all
they
right.
had lost
Which
control
could
of
you
these
imagine
people
working
already.
somewhere like that? Listen, I hate plenty of my coworkers in the past, but like all 7 of them at the same time,
Yeah.
like, and then going in day out, that's gotta suck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus, working for a 21-year-old like Michols would piss me off.
I know. And Michael's used to be
He's good,
so
though.
sweet and
I guess.
so insecure and like just like the heart, just like such a friggin' heart on this kid. And now I feel like he got the memo that he's pretty hot and famous now and kind of banging around town. And I don't know. I'm curious to see what his attitude is this season.
I'm a Charleston 11 and I'm going to do what I want.
Oh, okay. Another thing I want to say also for people that haven't watched this, but do watch Southern Charm, we rail on Leva all the time in Southern Charm. She is the world's worst on Southern Charm.
Really?
Oh my God.
Bro,
the worst.
night and day.
Night and day.
She's a totally different person. Like, Leva's my favorite person on this
Leva
show.
is a star.
I feel
on
bad
this
for
show.
her on this show.
Second
not a
least
star.
favorite person on this on Southern Charm. She's horrible. on
I
the
have a
show.
talking point. I was like, I feel bad for Leva having
Yeah.
to deal with all these people.
No, totally. The Leva
It's her
is,
choice, though.
and I
She
don't know,
chooses
like,
this life.
because I didn't love Leva the first season, but only because she fired Mia so quickly. And I just felt like Mia instantly became like a,
I would fire someone in a heartbeat if my subordinate talked to me with that tone. I'd be like, cool. Get the f- out.
Bye, pack your
I
shit.
know,
Yeah.
but I just
problem
thought,
with that
No,
I,
not even a
whatsoever.
question.
but I thought like we're here for a show and Mia's a
Bye.
great character. And I just thought like, why are you firing? Like this is your restaurant, but also this is now a show. You signed up to do a show with your restaurant. Like you don't think Lisa Vanderpump wanted to fire Tom Sandoval
I mean, they're going into-
50,000 times?
No, I'm sure they did, but I think
Or
that's one
James
of those
Kennedy.
things where you're like, let's hire one of our friends to be a production assistant. So day one, we can just fire them and
Okay.
show everyone that we mean business.
Okay,
around
fine,
here.
but Mia's one of my favorite characters, so I just think that they made her friend of overnight, and I think that Mia is one of the most straight shooters, and I would have really liked to hear her voice over so much of the ridiculous shit that's happened over the last couple of years.
I think Mia also took that tone because she was like, I have a successful job that I work. This is nothing to me.
But does she? I thought that
isn't-
Molly's the one that's the event planner.
No. Isn't Mia like a financial analyst?
Oh, she is in finance. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. See, it's been
She's
a
got
minute
a
since I
real
watched this.
like job. She was just
She
doing this for
does.
fun. So she was like, no, I'm not going to be talked to that way. F- this.
She does. You're right.
She left Leva
but I do
no option in my
miss
mind.
her.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
She's
She's just been such a B team ever since, and
I mean, she's living her best life. Let her. let
no,
her do
she
that.
is. But I want to live my best life with Mia front and center.
It also was weird that like Mia started off going like, I'm Will's friend, and then that just evolved and changed and went to shit quickly.
Because she's a truth teller.
Do you guys? So, I'm sorry if I'm jumping ahead, but Lake was really pissed at Molly for walking back multiple times, and then Molly pulls her aside for a conversation, never raises her voice,
No.
and then Lake goes, "She just yelled at me."
That made me
And I was just
question
like-
Lake for the first time ever.
I do that all the time. He could talk to me sternly, and I walk downstairs and go, "Mike just yelled at me." So I get it, but I was like, that didn't really happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
to
and
hear
then
that?
Michols used it as his reason
Dude,
to just go.
went ballistic.
Yeah.
But
That was yelling.
That was yelling, and that was too much, Michols.
That was a lot.
Reel it in, buddy. I did like that everybody out there was like, bro, you cannot yell at girls like that out in front
yeah,
of the
Justin-
restaurant.
Justin-
that boys' night. Yeah.
Justin's the voice of reason now. He's the like,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously it was so clear what he was yelling at. He
Yeah.
wasn't yelling at anything other than you broke up my relationship. Which he told Leva straight up later. Like when she was like, well, what did he say? What did she say to Lake?
I don't know.
And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, well, she didn't really say.
She didn't
But
really
you
get into
can't- She didn't get into specifics. But you can't talk about my relationship and my thing and come around here and think you're gonna. I'm like, dude, you just blew it. You
What happened?
blew
I
it
wasn't paying
so
attention.
hard.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah. No, you totally were keeping calm, cool, collected. Like when they
Yeah.
came in and tried to tell you that Molly was there,
Yeah.
and you were like, I don't care. Just like I hope her check clears. That's all. Like he played it so perfectly
Right.
because you know that's what he rehearsed. Is that like
Yeah.
it's not my problem. Like I'm just gonna be like, she doesn't affect me. She's not doesn't exist to me. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then he could only last for like 5 minutes until he just lost it.
Which I think had a little, like, obviously had a little bit to do with Lake and protecting her and his workers, which I think was something that we were talking about when we were watching season 3. Is like, I worked in restaurants before I worked in TV. And I remember this thing and I appreciated how serious service industry
Yeah.
and hospitality workers take their job. Like, it is like the No Call No Show. That was such a huge scene when
You're dead
Emmy
to
No
me.
Called No Showed. You're dead to me. Like,
Yeah.
It's just like, I think it was a little bit of him trying to protect his employees and his workers and show that like, no, this is my space. You don't come in my space. And then obviously a lot of, the shit talking that apparently she did when him and Preston broke up.
As a manager of anything, when someone no calls.
Yeah, horrible.
Especially like at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Most times restaurants aren't overstaffed
No,
unless it's like
definitely
Applebee's on a Tuesday.
Yeah, no. No, it's the worst. Like, listen, I don't think she was yelling, but Molly was a little snippy.
No.
And she did when like Lake tried to say something, she was like, I'm not finished. Like, that was a little extra.
She went a little extra on like,
I guess. I mean,
go back to kindergarten.
really
if you're pissed about that,
Dude,
go back to kindergarten.
All that stuff. Like, it was pretty rude. Like, she was being
thank
pretty
it, don't say it.
rude.
Yeah.
And Lake is not one to take shit, and she took some shit from Molly, and
She
I didn't.
definitely did.
Yeah,
She kind of was like, whoa, she
bro.
didn't know what to do.
yeah. And in the way that Michols railed on her, and Molly looked like a deer in headlights when it happened. Like, she did not see that. She was probably thinking,
pretty aggressive.
This is on the call sheet, bro. Like,
Yeah.
did you not? We're having this thing right now. Did I not get an updated call sheet?
Yeah, it's like, geez, you guys already broke up like fucking months ago. Lake also does the running, like she did it when the no call no show. She was the one that was like, oh my god, just guess who walked by? Guess who just fucking walked by? Guess who
she
just fucking walked by?
Yeah.
So and then when Molly came, she went running straight to Michols to be like, oh my god, Molly's here, Molly. Like, so.
Oh yeah, wait, did you just say that she did that
With
to
Emmy?
Yeah. She is the run and tattle.
Yeah,
girl.
she's a tattletale.
Yeah, but I still like her. She's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I
like
think I
her
just
a
maybe
lot.
love how rich she is in that lake house she has.
Dude, that house is out of
And
control.
that one line where she's like, "You don't friend zone me, I friend zone you, son."
Yeah, friends on you.
That was
son.
an iconic line.
Like, what's up with this Molly and Michols thing? Do you think that he got her fired for talking shit about him trying to hook up with dudes, or do you think that happened after she got fired? Or do you think that Leva is right when she's like, no, she has another job, she was missing shifts?
Yeah,
I
that's what
believe
it
Leva.
seems like to
Leva,
me,
I don't
yeah.
feel like Leva's lied or done anything just to push a story on Southern hospitality. I don't know what she does on y'all the other shows.
on y'all shows.
All she
But-
does.
but-
All
but-
she
all
does
she
is
does
come
is
in
just
and
come
run
and
amok and
start-
cause a
yeah.
fight and
Literally pop in, drop a bomb or two.
tell everyone they're racist.
Yeah, tell everyone they're racist, and
You gotta
then
let them know every once in a
dips
while.
out, dude. It's
Oh, she does.
You just
insane.
gotta let them know. I mean, Southern charm has racist connotations as is.
Definitely
Yeah.
does.
So
No, her and Vanita were both brought in like the 2020 season where it was in the George Floyd season. I feel like to kind of be like a voice for
They were
what was
taking
sort
the
of happening
statue down.
in the zeitgeist.
it was their Black
really
History Comes
leaned
Square.
into
They were
it.
taking the statue down, and a matter of fact, it was Catherine, the redhead's like great grandfather or
So
something.
she was like, "What y'all doing with my pappy?"
yeah, she was not happy in Leva.
Like
and
jokingly
Vanilla.
not happy or just like not
No,
happy?
she was not
No,
happy.
she wasn't happy. Legitimately, in the early season, if you keep watching that show, it's
I'm gonna have to slog through those first 3 seasons.
the first 3 seasons are gnarly. Like, there's a legitimate time when Thomas Ravenel is having lunch with his dad, and they leave it in. It's not like anybody else is leaving it unedited. Like, no, let's just cut that part out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
You
fact
couldn't
where he
keep that in.
he doesn't use $5 bills because Abraham Lincoln's on it. Like,
Not a
it's
fan.
that gnarly.
Yeah. Listen, we do
those are
not
the early
we
days.
do not praise this show in any fashion. We don't see that many shows that start off and really show the fabric of a certain part of the country and really just let it all hang out. And so it's a fascinating watch. It's not that we're condoning any of this. It's just like it's this time capsule that now exists and is still going. And it's totally taken a turn. It's not that way
It's
anymore.
not that way
But
anymore.
it lived there, and it was something. When you go back and watch it, you're like, it's just fascinating that it exists.
It's a bit uncomfortable at times, but
Yeah.
There was this really great moment of like, it's classic reality TV editing, but just when Bradley's like, "No, me and Maddie are great. We squashed it," and the cuts to Maddie
Dude,
going,
love
"We're
it.
not good.
We are
Yeah,
not
yeah.
good.
We're just not good."
Dude, that shit was so funny to me.
But I don't know if I really buy it because, and not even even in the best of reasons, I feel like everyone needs to, like, everyone has asked the question, what's your story this year? How are you coming in this year? And it just seemed like, well, I should probably still be pretty pissed at this thing that happened. So I don't know if I believe that this is an authentic thing that she's still very upset about. I believe that she could be, that any normal person could be and probably should be and would be. I don't trust Maddie that much. I don't trust a lot of these characters right now.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Do you think Joe Bradley can lie that well?
Well,
so like
didn't
boys'
lie
night,
that well.
boys' night. He brings it up. She's having breakdowns. I don't think Joe Bradley has enough in him to lie that well.
He didn't lie well, though. Did you? They said, what? Okay, but I did apologize. Well, but you need to go and make it right with her. And he goes, Brad said very specifically, what specifically should I do for Maddie Reese to show her what you want me to?
He straight said Madison.
Madison. And he goes, you need to make it right. Like he didn't have a like he hadn't thought
what he
past
said was,
the
you need to
initial.
Respect me
and go.
I was just about to say it.
Yeah.
His response was, "You needed to show me respect and
Show
say
me some
apologize
respect and go make it right with her."
because it's boys' night."
Listen, I just think that when the question was, what specific thing would you like me to do, for him to not have just a more of a layered answer of like, because they already did apologize and the apology was accepted, and the apology wasn't just accepted, they were then asked to not speak about it anymore. So now the question is, okay, I've done everything that you've asked, so now I'm going to have to ask you for specifics. What would you like me to do? And he didn't have an answer. So it just seemed like he went in with a directive and hadn't thought about, well, what if they push back? Because he's not a good liar.
Well, but he said trauma. He got the whole, she's been having trauma. She's been going to therapists.
Okay.
And I don't, just because I think back to like season 2 reunion when they call him out for sleeping with Lana. His name's Lana, right?
No,
Lana?
Luann. Who is a
Sorry.
housewife.
Who's a housewife, right? Yeah.
Do you know which one that is?
No.
Oh, she's real.
But he did that classic Joe where he's like, well, then maybe it could be, and then well, what you need to do. So I see when Bradley put him on the spot, and he was like, what do you want me to do? He's like, oh, too much, overload.
Yeah, he does get overloaded.
But I also think that moment he was in real time having an experience of like, probably why are we talking about this Luann thing? And I told my friend that, and did he told something? And now you're sitting here on this live show being like he got sold out by his friend in real time.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of TJ.
No, I don't like TJ either. But what I'm saying is that could lead to Joe's uncomfortableness.
What we also kind of realized, I think, after just seeing him in some other interviews, is we think that TJ actually had a big hand in putting this show together, and like not putting it together. I mean, it's obvious it's Leva's restaurant, I'm sure, but like I think that he was a part of like we could do this. Let's talk about casting. We've got this person, this person. I think that he has a hand in sort of the origin of the show. So I think that people probably look to him, or he feels as if he should be producing more and kind of taking more of a producer role on it. I don't know if he has a credit.
He's doing it.
So I think that that's where the stamina of just going further than he probably would normally. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I would like to believe that he's uncomfortable doing these things.
Seem like
but
it,
he has to do it because he's like, no, I got to make this a good show, and I got to just let it all hang out because we're new. We're on the chopping block.
What if my wiener business doesn't work
What
out?
if my wiener business?
What's the name
What
of
if
it?
my ex-boyfriend sues me for naming my wiener business after his wiener?
What is his
coming.
business called? I still don't know.
Sir Wiener.
Sir Wiener. Okay.
Sir Wiener, which is the name of his ex-boyfriend's.
Oh, I heard everything about that.
Wiener.
Every time people said the name, I was like, what they say?
Which makes me think the boyfriend prior was Mr. Wiener, but you can't do the same thing. So it's Sir Wiener, and now the next one will be Monsieur Wiener.
I was wondering, the boys' night. What's y'all's rule on best friends?
Hold on.
Sorry.
Before we get there, Courtney, I'm feeling you right now. Are we going to talk about the zero gravity salt pool that Maddie tasted? We're going to take. Why are we tasting this water? That's a little.
I think this is an individual
did
activity.
seem like
this isn't
singular
a double
pod.
up
Yeah.
pod space.
Also, there's zero chance you're getting me into a pod of water that closes, and I don't know what's going on out there.
Yeah, with someone
I need a camera.
else.
But even then, I would be like, I feel like it's truth. I feel like one of our subs does spelunking, which is like
Spelunking?
no, thank you.
You're running a hard E on there.
Whatever. I'm not doing either of them. But this gives me a spelunking vibe, where it's like you're gonna put me in a thing, and then what if somebody locks it?
Yeah.
What if somebody's doing stuff on it, or like what? You don't
Doing
know.
stuff?
So you're not a buried
Yeah.
alive kind of guy.
What?
You're not like buried alive kind of guy. You don't.
No, that would
No,
be
that's
like you.
my-
This one is a freak.
Oh.
You freak out.
No, I can't be
So
anywhere.
I can't. Like, do
Last
we need
night
the
I
top?
couldn't breathe out of one nostril, and I was having a panic attack that I was going to die in my sleep from not being able to breathe.
You have your mouth still. You have the other nostril.
No, I know, but what if my mouth forgets? And it's like, no, we usually do the double wham here, and I don't know what. So I
Sometimes
don't
your mouth
listen. When
forgets
you're
things.
asleep, you don't know what anyone's doing. What yourself is. I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable. So I'm just saying, small spaces and
Salt
Truth
pools.
and I have so much in common, and that is not one of them. But we have the same Starbucks order.
That's beautiful.
You know. You know
I'm
what
not go- we don't need the top.
No,
Like, give me
God,
some
no.
head noise canceling waterproofs, and I'll float there without the top.
the salt bath felt like, hey, we need a bikini scene. Is what
There
it felt
was a
like. It felt like,
bikini,
hey,
but
we
not
need
enough
something to
lighting.
spice up this first episode. Can we just get? Can we get them in
got it.
bikinis real
Let's
quick?
get- yeah,
Yeah,
I got a
because
salt
then
bath.
they went to
Great
sauna
time.
right after that, which is another thing I don't want to do. That's a mini sauna. It's one thing to get in there with someone else already, but now you're in a mini sauna.
But how do you go
Yeah,
on?
I hate
How do
them
you
too.
speaking of that mini sauna, from a lady's perspective,
Yeah,
if you're getting to know someone,
yeah.
dating wise, and you will not go to the sauna without your friends being there, how does that? How do you go from that to I want him to be my boyfriend?
Hold on, what?
Maddie said that when her and Joe started dating, that they would go to the sauna, but she didn't trust him. Like, she didn't want to go to the sauna alone with him, so she would bring her roommates.
And what? But
Oh my
she
God,
didn't.
I didn't even catch that.
I don't know what she was implying there.
That
Listen,
he
if
was
I'm going
gonna
on a first date, the
murder
last thing I'd be is like, you want to go in a room and sweat next to each other?
No,
with
thank
your
you.
roommates.
No, I'm good. I'd prefer if you don't see me sweat till like date 5.
But what
Yeah.
if you know that she's a naked sauna-er? Or like just a topless one?
That could change things.
That could change
I'd be willing to
things.
sweat for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She's one of those wrap your towel like this.
I just hate saunas.
And like it's just sort of laying on top, and you might get any sudden movement.
a lot of side boob going
Yeah,
on.
a lot of side boob going on.
Keep going.
If Mia's in there.
I mean, listen, that's a different show.
I honestly, the only thing I took away from that sauna scene was they wanted to get a sexy scene and just Emmy stuttering all over the place. When Maddie's like, well, y'all only did, and she's like, no, we didn't, because we didn't. So we were just kind of talking about, me and Will had nothing we didn't do it, is what it felt like. And I was just like, what? Her and Will didn't practice that scene, so she didn't have a reply yet.
Yeah,
is what it felt like.
No, because Will, you know that Will is writing it all like it's a legal brief, and he's like, don't give away too much. This is just stick to these lines. Like, don't elaborate. You'll find yourself in muddy waters. Like, I think that he's going to be a really great instructor for her.
He's the guy on Landman. Not Antonio Banderas. What is the other? What's his name?
Billy Bob Thornton.
No, his nemesis.
Andy Garcia?
Andy Garcia. Andy Garcia plays like a drug cartel guy, but is also getting into like the oil business and whatever.
Do you watch?
No.
Oh, you should. You probably like it.
It's fine. It's good.
I'm not a big Sheridan guy.
No, we hate him.
We literally
but,
hate
I mean, we
everything he's
watch a
ever
lot of
done.
his shows, but we hate watch them.
Yeah.
This was the best season of Landman.
I'm pretty sure they came up with a show called Sheriff Country, and that really pisses me off as a name.
Whatever.
Think of a clever name than Sheriff Country.
That's about as clever as you're gonna get. But Landman's actually not a horrible watch. But anyways, he has him and his wife are very much what Emmy and Will want to be. Like the wife goes to meet with Billy Bob's wife, and he's like, don't answer any questions without a question, or answer all questions with a question. And she's like, I know the drill. And like they got it all worked out already. But they're old school.
Like when somebody asks you what time it is and you just offer the time, just say, yeah, I know what time it is. Yes. You know what time it is? Sure do. Yes.
My friend, he used to have hats, and people would be like, oh, what's your hat say? And he'd be like, it doesn't say anything. You have to read it. Pretty funny. And then same guy that also used to
those
say,
kinds of people I do not like.
oh, loved him. He'd be like, oh, you got an extra cigarette? And he'd be like, ooh, I don't. They only gave me 20 in this pack, no extras.
No.
That's funny.
No, I want to fight that guy.
Who
is this again?
It's like a person that was in my life for a hot second.
Fight.
Good thing they're not in my life anymore.
I thought that scene was also very much for Maddie to let us know she is not getting ready to get married anytime soon. And I bet you it's really even more to say, and it ain't going to be to that dipshit Joe Bradley.
Oh, that relationship's doomed.
Yeah.
They're
You
not
think
lasting.
so? They're not getting married.
Yes.
Big time.
Yes.
She's waiting for James Kennedy to ask her out, I feel like.
I think it's just a resentment thing. I don't think he's going to push himself in his career or do anything.
Yeah.
He's going to follow her, and he's clearly stated that. And at a certain point, she's like, well, I need someone that's challenging me, not following me around like a dog.
Yeah.
Like Paige and Craig. Anywho, it was weird too when they were like, oh, well, I'm not ready to get married, this and that. And Emmy's like, well, we're getting married. And they were so like, oh, well, I didn't mean, well, okay, well, you guys have been together for multiple years. These two have dated for 5 months. Like, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Even though you were friends for a couple of years, it's like, it's slightly different. It's a little, oh, hey, Fev. Did you have something to say? I love that Maddie tells her to at the end, I didn't think you're not that smart to pull off this whole scheme that Brad and TJ pulled off.
Maddie said that to who?
To Emmy.
You're not that smart.
Yeah, she's like, I don't think it was your, like, I don't think you planned this whole thing with Brad and TJ. She's like, I don't feel like you're not that smart, and like laughed about it. But then Emmy was like, I'm not that evil. And she's like, yeah, that too. She didn't say that, but it was pretty funny.
I would keep making those comments if I was Maddie. To all of those motherfuckers. I would just keep making those. So it's like either you're allowing me to call you stupid, or you're going to deny everything.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. Again, Maddie is no dummy. And the way that she is letting Emmy clean off the hook. And I guess, I don't know if we get into this later, but it is very odd that like Emmy participated as much as anyone. Now, she didn't come up with the lie, but they all knew that it was a lie.
So that's the thing is like, yes, this whole thing was super shitty. It seems like everybody was in on it. It seems like two of them created this whole thing and masterminded the whole thing. Everyone else knew about it but didn't say anything. But even, I think it was here when they're in the thing, she was like, Maddie or Emmy was the one, and even Will, that like came up, like A, they said something, and B, that afterwards they like made amends. They apologized. They made an effort to be like, yeah, this was wrong. So like, at what, like,
For a very calculated reason, though.
fine, but you're gonna, like, the dudes who created this whole thing, I'm not sure if I'm ever forgiving those two. They could come and apologize and make amends and do all sorts of things and be apologetic for a long time, and it's gonna take me a while before I'm like not being like, no, F you guys. But there's somebody that was just in on, like, yeah, I was in the group chat, I should have told you, like, they might get off the hook a little easier.
I also think
Maybe.
just Maddie like she needs someone in her circle.
Exactly.
She's doing what Emmy's doing. She's
Exactly.
like, it doesn't matter. I need a friend.
Yeah.
I need someone here.
Yeah.
It's all very strategic and calculated and what suits me best, which she has every right to do. She's on a show. She needs allies, but it's a very odd alliance. She is what Mia said to her, I think during the reunion, you know that you're just a pawn in their deflection right now. Like you're playing straight into, like you're giving them exactly what they want. I don't see any good heartedness in them coming forward. It was all to get out of a big scandal that they were in. They should have been in the hot seat the entire time, and they got clean out of it. So now not only are they not being held accountable for what they did, they're getting rewarded. They're Maddie's best friends now.
I feel like everything you just said describes TJ and Bradley as well.
Yeah.
this whole Will Emmy thing happened, and
Yeah.
it almost feels like TJ and Bradley get off scot-free for
Yeah.
lying for 2 years.
Yeah. So I
Like-
guess it's like who gets off, but who do I like better? I don't know. Like I don't respect Maddie. I think that Will is a punk. Like I mean I think he's I just think he's snide and pompous, and he's very privileged. This is not my hero, you know. But everyone else sucks too.
And his intro, season 1, Will's intro, he boasts about sleeping with 1,500 women. And it took him, when he's something about like, you sleep with so many, you know when a good one is, and now he's with Emmy and he knows. I did the math. Okay? That's 4 years, a month, and 8 days. I think so, yeah. 1,500 people. It takes 4 years, 1 month, and 8 days to sleep with 1,500 people.
Like if you do one a day.
If you do one a day. So what? That seems like that's a chore almost. That's a lot.
excessive.
And
How
say you
old is he,
extrapolate
though?
that for like, yeah, he wasn't that. That's what I started thinking. He was young when the show started. So it couldn't be over 2 years.
Yeah, because he's
that's
just in law school. So
that's
he's
8 years, 2 months. What'd you start when you were 12?
yeah.
I immediately hated Will as soon as he said that. Those first season intros really got just grinding my gears.
Yeah. I don't even remember those intros. Like, so
but yeah,
that's-
he definitely bragged about it, and I should have gone with my initial reaction and been like, that guy's a douche.
yeah.
Like I think he's done on reality TV, and I think if as soon as they get married, that he's the kind of guy, and she's the kind of girl, and they're from the kind of families. Maybe this is all speculation that he might be like, yeah, you're done. You're done with reality TV too, and she says, yes, daddy, and goes and pops out some kids, and they live happily ever after on his.
Okay.
I thought he was going to break up with her for a while.
salary.
I really
I
thought
mean,
I thought he was done with her for a while.
She is pretty annoying.
She's a little bit annoying. That's not a lie.
But I think you mentioned
he's
it earlier.
31 or 32, so
Okay. So if he did it started when he was 16. But still, extrapolate that.
it's a lot of boning.
8 years, 2 months,
It's a lot of
16
boning.
days. That's every
day.
other day. And it can't be the same person. He said 1,500 people.
That's wild.
That's just.
I don't think he's actually slept with 1,500 people.
say it's 800.
No, I know. That's
it
the.
still is a lot.
But that's why only a douche would say that.
yeah.
That's a weird brag, and we know it's a lie. Hey, I suck as a person. Like that's what he said right off the get.
I feel like I could just see like conversations him and his dad have, and I feel like he was probably like, she's one of those, you've met her mom, she's one of those women that's gonna look good her whole life.
Yeah.
You know, she's always gonna look great in a photo, look good at the firm photos, and she's gonna throw the company picnics
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
so he's really picked this girl to be this role, and it's actually very perfect. And
That's kind of what I'm like. I'm not mad about. I'm not like but like
She's not naive. She knows what she's
yeah, they
Yeah.
both know what's happening, and that's what I'm okay with. I'm okay with like I agree with you that like cool. Then say that. Be
Then
like,
chill
this is
out.
none of your business.
Yeah. Just be
Stop with
upfront.
the
don't run
faces and the
birthdays at the lake
crying.
house.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because you're
And just after a
yeah.
few times, I always say, this is the horriblest analogy ever, but I always say with the high speed chases, like you want to stop high speed chases, just pull up next to it and shoot him and watch his car roll over a bunch of times.
Or
like
stop chasing him.
no, shoot him live on TV, KCal9. Like that's not going to happen more than once or twice before the next dude's like, did you get? I don't think I'm just gonna pull over. I think right. That a couple times of Emmy just being like, you guys, this is none of your business. This is our relationship. It's our business. Stop talking about it. And everyone's going to get bored and find something else to talk about.
Can I do a quick tangent? Back in 2000, I think like late 90s, early 2000s, there was a show in Russia, a reality show back when like reality TV didn't exist.
Yeah.
Called High Speed Chase, where they literally had high speed chases
In Russia?
in Russia, but they didn't shut down the streets. Like this was early days reality TV, and like they were just cruising in and out in
Yeah.
like normal streets. Nothing was shut down.
Yeah.
Nothing was planned with police. It was just
I love that.
sounds like the best reality TV show ever.
They
No,
started
but
minus
I
seven
feel like in
hundred
Russia
time.
they would just straight up come and decapitate you. Like,
You see a lot of high speed chases in Russia.
I don't.
Exactly.
They don't do it anymore.
Yeah. Exactly. So now we're at boys poker night, boys night,
Okay.
whatever the hell this is. Weird backroom
Indoctrination.
poker. Yeah, indoctrination
Yeah.
of Maddie and Joe. Joe trying to put his name in the hat to be the cult leader. Not working.
I'm an indoctrination of like suddenly every guy in there is like, oh, I might be gay, I might not be. My parents think I am. They've brought it up several times.
Yeah.
With like every dude in there. Well, I
Except
guess
for
except for
Bradley.
Brad. Yeah.
But even Brad has a like.
Are we
I've
calling
always
him
thought
Are we
Brad
calling him
was.
Brad? I keep calling him Bradley.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
if you
I'll
say
call
is
him.
it Brad
We
now?
can, you can call it, and I'll follow the lead. I'm a follower myself. So.
I don't think. I think nowadays it doesn't matter. Like everybody's like, oh yeah, I made out with whoever. It doesn't matter, and that's fine. I would not be. Bradley definitely has multiple times given me. Oh, you've spent the night at your buddy's house.
This is the guys that they're talking about when TJ talks about, oh, there's so many closeted men in Charleston, and there's so many dudes that like want to hook up with me, but then like they don't want anyone to know and whatever. This is just another check in my column for Austin on Southern Charm.
I told you, she thinks everyone's gay. See, by the
I
time
thought
we
she
get
was-
to
I-
episode
for a
5,
second, I
she's
thought
gonna
she was
be like,
talking about a coworker, and I was like, "Go on."
Austin's definitely
Go
gay.
on.
She's gonna think you're gay by episode 5.
Listen, everyone's a little gay.
Everyone's a little gay, but on this show, everyone is a little more than gay. Like, it just seems like nobody really cares. And then there is also like I go back and it's again bad analogy, but the Todd Chrisley.
Yeah.
Like that's a type of Southern man that's married, not gay, very effeminate, very into their clothes and their wardrobe and their shoes and like
Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders, perfect example.
But what's not gay? Just not executing?
Not sucking another dude's ween.
Right, but they could still be gay. They're just not acting on it.
Well, is that? I mean, yeah, fine, I guess.
Yeah.
But what's gay about that?
It's pretty gay when you don't execute.
Thoughts can't be gay,
on
only
your
actions
gayness.
can
Yeah,
be.
totally. Just because you think about that stuff, that's not gay. I'm kidding. It's a little gay. But like, so like, that's a type of dude down there,
Yeah.
There's that type of dude everywhere, and
but prevalent
But-
there.
Yeah, and
Prevalent in the South, like
this
highfalutin, prissy,
specifically
effeminate.
Austin Kroll.
Yeah, and Todd Chrisley.
I had a question about boys' night, and how many best friends can you have? Because if I'm tired of Joe Bradley going, we're best friends. First of all, I'll give you 2 or 3. You can't have 8 best friends. It's not. The word doesn't mean that.
You know who's gonna love you is Nettie. Nettie's never gonna watch this show. This might be the first time Nettie's like, yeah, I'm tapping out. But Nettie, we've said this before on other things, and Nettie's like, there's no best friends.
That's not what the word means.
Yeah, it's not a thing. She doesn't even like the term best friend because it's like, what? This is dumb. You're all best friends.
I feel like,
Stupid.
and then TJ threw it back, like about him and Emmy. She was my best friend. She's like, I was like, was she?
Yeah.
What? I don't know.
I guess that was at the end of the episode.
No,
but-
and
No,
when
it was
they-
at boys' night that he said that.
right, but then at the end when TJ and Maddie were fighting, and she was like, "We were close," and he was like, "Were we?"
Were we?
TJ's such a dick. He's such a little dick.
I know,
But
I know.
Whatever, dude.
And as much shit as I'm talking about, like Maddie's sort of her word, and if I'm buying it or not, what I am into about the show, like I started at the top saying that, like, I'm just not taking it all that seriously because it just seems like a group of very unserious people right now, as they should be. They're all like 12 years old, and this is the time. Maddie still is my favorite one, and when you think that everyone's kind of a jokester, like you can just pick your favorite one and defend them to the death because unless somebody comes out swinging and does something that really knocks my socks off, like you just kind of pick your
you
favorites.
don't like Michols?
I do, but I just thought with him yelling at Molly I didn't love that. I didn't see that kind of attitude in him before. And I also, with the explanation that Molly gave about like he kind of figured out he was hot and then just started kind of
Yeah.
trying to meet up with a bunch of different
But they were
dudes,
on a
and
break.
which again, like totally. But like the thing that I liked about
They were-
Michols was his
What?
sweet
They were on
heart,
a
and
break?
They were on a break and they were trying to work through things. The whole we were on a break to work through things does not mean you're single. That's not how. What are you working
You
on?
don't. You
Ask
might
Rachel.
not work on things differently. He was working on a couple things.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
listen,
Rachel.
all I'm saying is that I'm open to Michael's, having a shift in attitude, and then I will then reassess how much I like Michael's.
I thought he was a rock star last year with Emmy. Everything,
Exactly.
the way he was handling it. Let's have
Yeah.
a solo conversation.
Yes.
And everything he was saying was really good.
Yeah. So I am
Yeah.
super into Michael's right now. I'm hoping that things might shift this season.
He is
'cause
22.
It's true,
I-
and
I
he
keep-
and
He's
they
young.
entrust
He's
him with
young.
so much,
Yeah.
and he runs that place really like a tight ship. And he's like, I run the bitches who think they run this bitch.
Yeah.
I thought that was such a good line.
I'm the bitch who runs the bitches who think they run
Yeah.
this bitch. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that was legit.
Yeah.
I also want to see him. I want a crystal ball. Like I want to see him 40 years from now.
Yeah,
Just popping in, running like 4 or 5 different places and having stories like 40 years worth
totally.
of career
Yeah.
stories and whatever. I think that'd be cool.
yeah.
The one through line for me, especially binging this whole show, is just like, do you remember the early 20s when something would go bad and you're like, my life's over, and you're like, mother, you're not even gonna remember this in a couple years. Shit's
Yeah.
gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Deal, man.
Only gonna get worse.
But like just little things used to derail you.
That's only supposed to happen in your 20s.
I just,
It goes away. You
but
mean?
no, but like just you deal with it better. You're like, oh,
Yeah, totally.
failure. I know this one. Whereas just like when something just like they turned off my electricity at my apartment today, and you're like, okay, come on, it'll be back on.
Yeah, it happens. It's just a button.
Everyone's one parking ticket away from getting their electricity turned off.
That's why you got to get your car as a company car, and then you have your company pay for it. The tickets.
Yeah.
It's a write-off.
Can you start paying for my company car?
No, it's not in your deal.
Rework the overall real quick.
Yeah.
It's not in your deal. All right. Do we need to talk about Molly and Michael's makeup sesh at the park?
I'm here for it.
I gave credit to Molly for being, oh yeah, I definitely talk shit about. I talked
100%.
mad shit
Yeah.
about you
No,
to a
you
lot of
should-
people.
Yeah.
She's
And Molly
straight
looks
up
good.
fessed up.
Oh,
looks
she's my
seriously
favorite.
really
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Good.
I agree with that. She was like, well, I did. I did talk a lot of shit.
But I want Molly and Lake to make up because I just like them. They were both kind of like the mouthiest kind of last year. Like
Yeah.
They weren't shit takers, And I think I love that both of them come from like really wealthy families. And so like they don't need this shit,
Right.
And so I'm into that. I'm into the power that kind of
Yeah,
brings
yeah.
for both of them. And I want them to make up.
I'm sure they will. You don't think so?
I don't know.
You hate them.
No, I don't mind them.
Travis hates them.
In my power rankings of last season, Molly finished top
Over Lake?
over everyone. Yeah. I thought Molly was very self-aware and she had no problem going, this is what happened. Like, and just very clearly stating things.
Yeah.
When everyone else was just chaotic and deflecting or manic. Emmy, manic.
Yeah, TJ is the deflection queen. That guy.
No, he totally is. I kind of feel like the reason that they shafted Mia so early is because I think that Mia has real main character energy, and I think that they were trying to make space for Maddie to be main character. And you got to kind of let that happen for the first few seasons of a show if you really want. If like you're like, okay, these are the people that we're actually here to watch and invest in, you can't really muddy the waters with a Mia type. So that's also kind of why I'm pissed that I'm like, I don't know. I just think I hope that she sticks with it and doesn't move to where her boyfriend is and stays here because I want her to throw some comp with these hoes.
I mean, what she was only on like 3 episodes last season, right?
Because she was a beauty queen in it.
She was doing things, but she's also doing things now. Like, I don't know how involved she's going to be on season 4.
I know.
Where does
but
her boyfriend live?
Charlotte?
Oh, we got another Austin.
Oh,
Aubrey.
was it or maybe I'm just making that up because that's where Austin's girlfriend lived. But I feel like I heard her say when they asked her like, oh, did he get the promotion? And she's like, oh, he did, but it's more of a regional thing. So he's going to stay in Charlotte for a bit longer. So I think that I heard that word. But anyhow, that's like 4 hours away.
Confirm that that they got engaged in Hawaii? Or is
Oh,
it
no.
just
I think that was just, yeah. And there was no scenes from the next on this screener. So
bullshit?
Am I jumping ahead? But when Maddie knocks over the cutout, I'm jumping ahead.
You're
Damn it.
jumping
My bad, dude.
so
My
See,
bad, my bad,
because
my bad.
she doesn't want Mia around because Mia will throw comp.
Well,
And
we're
Mia
good. We're at the
Mia got
wiener
new
party.
boobs last year. Mia's unstoppable.
Dude.
Wait, Mia got new boobs?
Yeah.
Did they mention that, or you just noticed?
I didn't notice.
You just know these things.
I didn't pay attention.
Well, we're at the wiener party.
Travis didn't even notice.
I didn't notice either. And
I
was
saw big boobies
noticing.
before, saw big
I
boobies
wasn't-
afterwards.
I
Didn't
wasn't
really.
not paying attention. If that helps.
No, I will remind you that you said that she had weird boobs in the first couple seasons.
Weird how?
I don't
You
remember.
said there was too much space in between them.
That's a Courtney thing. Courtney says that about what's her face?
Girls are allowed to say those things.
I don't think you can
know
say
if-
that about
I don't
someone's
know if
body.
dudes
Connie.
are.
Well, okay, things are selling me out in front of America.
So it's weird that you didn't notice that she got new boobs if you were so laser focused on them before.
Listen, I don't notice new things.
Well,
I just
listen, I
notice
just think
nice
they need a round of
things.
applause for Mia's new rack. They're good.
Great. Oh, 100%. I'm allowed to
They weren't
do that.
small to begin with. That's what throws me off. That she would
Bravo.
Okay, yeah.
We're at the wiener party.
wiener party.
Sir Wiener has lasted 1 year. Who knew
Yeah.
that was a thing?
Yeah,
That was
all
going to
the
last
merch.
1 year.
All those features, being in all those
I mean,
magazines and all the
yeah.
shows.
Leva's letting him set up every month. He was
valid.
definitely going to pull some money.
Valid
Yeah.
point.
I love that he took the chef from Republic to tinker with the menu, and it's like,
I love Leva
a hot
calling him
dog.
out, going, "You can't afford
You
him.
can't
You know
afford
that, right?
Afford it.
Yeah.
How are
What
you
gonna
paying
do
for
next
that?"
month?
yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, when the chef was like, well, we're still working on meat to bun ratio.
It's important. It's important.
It is important,
important.
but not for
But it
the.
felt more like an innuendo than it was
Oscar.
a real line.
That's funny.
So, cheater wiener, is that a dig, or is that named about a diet? Isn't that what he said? Isn't that what TJ's excuse? It was like,
Listen, I don't
cheating
trust
on your
TJ.
diet?
I don't like TJ.
Not
He's
cheating on
my
your
least
diet.
favorite person on the show. But that I bought it, the diet thing. Like I think the girls were like.
I
a
think the girls
little-
blew it up. Maddie blew it up a little
yeah,
bit.
a little bit.
Well,
I
because-
bought the whole diet thing.
I only saw 2 other people. What?
Twist your chair.
Huh? Oh, I only saw 2 other people have wiener names, and one was Molly, was the meanie weenie,
And then Bradley.
and then Brad was dumpster dog or dumpster wiener, or because didn't he get the rumor was that he got
Yeah,
blown
yeah.
by
Someone by the
by
dumpster.
the dumpster.
But wait, Molly was the meanie
Mm-hmm.
weenie.
Yeah,
Why?
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't know.
I think I missed the part where they said, "Oh, this person's that. This person's that."
Well, I think I only caught 2 of them.
It was only 2.
Yeah, it was only 2 of them.
yeah. So
He named all
definitely-
his hot dogs over after people.
Right.
These 2 people.
These 2. All
and this
these
one
2
kind of
people.
doesn't make sense.
I definitely think that they would do a cheater wiener because it's just the perfect dig, and they hate them. They do not like Emmy and what's his name.
Then you could have called it just
Yeah.
a big Willie. You know, if they're calling it a cheater when you get it, because Will's a cheat. Cool.
Well, because also Cheetos.
No, I got that. But I was saying if they want to call it a cheater wiener, they could just call it a Willie because he cheated on
Well,
Emmy.
that's a bit obvious,
Oh,
though.
I get it.
I mean, why does it?
I get it.
A little obvious, that one.
Cool.
There was a new one that was a chili cheese dog,
No, the cheater wiener is the new one.
but there was another new one that was a chili cheese. It had chili and cheese on it, and I was like, "How's that?
How's that new?
How's that new?"
You're not really breaking the mold there.
That's number 1.
Yeah.
Chili cheese dog.
Yeah.
Then we'll go talk about some other bun to meat ratios. Bullshit. What
I don't
about
know.
Grace Lilly and her amazing tarot card reading?
I'll take her however I can get her. But I did think it was funny that they made these girls work this event. They hate this dude.
Yeah.
And then Maddie's just walking around being like, "This sucks. Sorry,
so
I
me.
wouldn't try it if I were you."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and he didn't do
Do you
anything
guys
about
wanna
it.
get sick
like I
tomorrow?
would be, yeah, I would be like, because he was watching. The camera's on him, supposedly watching all of this go down. If I'm that dude, I'd be like, "You can go the home."
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
whole reply of like, oh, she's just making herself look stupid. Like,
Nope,
no,
she's making your-
definitely not.
Yeah.
She's making your Cheeto one look stupid.
Yeah.
Do you like accidentally bump into the Mia stand up? Like
No, she straight
she's full on
grabbed it.
just.
She
I
grabbed
would,
it
if
and
I want
threw
to
it
knock
down.
it down, I might just like walk by it and give it a little hip bump, so
She
it's not as
grabbed
obvious.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw it. I watched the same show you did. She grabbed it.
She grabbed it.
Dramatic, Maddie. Really dramatic.
Yeah. If people are getting fired for things, like, I don't know, she'd be on my chopping block.
I don't think Maddie's ever gonna get fired.
Right. But Mia can,
Mia did.
just for having one little sippy sip. And who is
No,
it?
she didn't get fired for the sippy sip. She got fired for the attitude and the tone.
Okay. Well, I hated Leva then, so I didn't care.
Yeah, we hadn't fallen in love with Leva yet.
Yeah. No, nobody is going to believe me because, like, and our whole audience agrees. Everyone hates Leva. She's the worst. And
I think she's
so I'm
lovely.
telling you, if you have
what?
not
I
watched
like
her
her.
on this show,
You
you will be floored.
It's next.
a
Like,
whole
it's
new
crazy.
Leva.
It's
She's
crazy.
empathetic. She's kind. She's caring. She
advice.
listens.
Yeah, she gives the best
but
advice
she has
to
a
people.
firm arm.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
But with empathy, you know.
I think it's because this business, this specific bar only works if she operates like MTV, and then like once you're 30, get the out of here. And like she has to keep them young
Yeah.
to keep bringing in that youth crowd, and she just like
Yeah.
if you don't have that one voice,
Yeah.
that place is going crazy.
Icing
Banning
people,
Yeah.
throwing people in the paddy
Yeah.
wagon.
Well, that's when he was like, well, if she's going to talk about me, yeah, no, that's also don't let
Yeah.
someone fucking ruin your whole life.
Yeah.
Love that moment. What'd she say? I don't know.
I didn't get into specifics.
Yeah, she wasn't specific, but
No,
She
there's
said
a
that
movie
thing
that
about
we didn't get
me.
into specifics. Oh, I think it's in Beautiful Girls when Michael Rappaport says, well, we didn't get into specifics. Whatever it was.
champagne. It's champagne.
I do love just going back to the fact that these people hate each other and they make them come work this event. Just like last year, the whole prom thing.
Yeah.
I guarantee the producers went to Emmy and were like, "Hey, we're gonna throw a fake prom," and they're like, "No, don't make me do that."
Don't make me do this.
Like that's gonna.
Wait,
Why?
do you think then the Joe and Maddie King and Queen thing was fake? Do you think that everyone actually voted for Joe and Maddie to be the prom king and queen?
Who's voting?
Are you really asking me that?
Yeah.
How long have you worked in TV?
Long time.
And you like, what could happen?
I work in reality competition though, where it's real competition,
Okay.
fighting to the death.
Pageants.
Exactly. Real stuff. Okay, after party. Joe, we're getting to the end where TJ's telling everyone there's a big after party full of wieners. And Joe is like, Maddie, I think we should go. She basically kicks him in his 2 wieners and says, I'm not going. And he's like, we should give them a chance to, make amends and blah, blah, blah. And she says no. And then all freaking hell breaks loose when TJ comes over and rubs it in Maddie's face that she has to work and doesn't want to. And then what's up with Bradley's new girlfriend getting in the mix? She jumped
I was thinking the
in.
same thing. I was like, she's trying to get that guest spot.
Bro,
Yeah.
like legit, like episode 2, bitch. Step the fuck off.
Have they even said her name? I think it was just like under a Chiron underneath. I didn't
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
remember.
interested in her right now.
We got enough crazy blondes. We don't need you right now.
Yeah.
Back up.
And that she couldn't land her line. And Maddie was like, today, June.
Oh, yeah. Just good. That was a
so
good
mean.
moment.
That's like TJ with the one dude on
I know,
Southern Charm.
on Southern Charm, when that one dude, who was the husband of one of the doctors,
Yeah.
was like trying to get involved in a conversation he had nothing to do
Yeah,
with.
there's like
and
a
they were like,
gigantic fight, and this guy was like trying to chime in with his piece of the pie, like his first attempt at like
getting in
making
there.
a scene, and didn't do a good job. And this guy JT was like amazing, so eloquently
He's like,
said.
very eloquently said. Fascinating stuff.
Yeah, fascinating
Anyhow.
story, idiot. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's so mean, but whatever. Especially if you're going to talk about getting bullied and you had mental health, and now you're going to bully this girl, right?
No, I'm telling you, I'm here for Maddie because she's
Listen, I'm a
she's all I
Maddie
got
Joe
right now.
fan. I
but
like them.
I don't. She's not a straight shooter.
Well, we'll see about that.
Well, I don't know what you mean by Maddie's not like I.
Someone's got a crush on her.
No, I honestly. I don't find her like that. She wouldn't be my type.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
She's a good looking person,
she's
but
very
she,
young
she
Rachel
wouldn't
Zoe.
be my type.
Yeah.
So it's not that at all. I'm just thinking about the trauma We work with like 20 or 30 people. I couldn't imagine y'all creating a lie that affected my personal life for a year and a half.
No, I
and
know.
then on live TV going, just kidding. Like,
We just wanted
that's
to see,
gotta with you.
see if you
That's
would
not,
buy it.
that, once again, it's the reason I think she's friends with Maddie at this point is because she needs
Emmy.
a life. Emmy,
Yeah.
because she needs a lifeline. She
Yeah.
needs something
Yeah.
other than Joe, who's not given much. That guy, I'm not, sorry, not a fan of Joe.
No, that's true. Because all these other bitches will come for her. Like, everyone is here to eat, I think.
Yeah.
Do we think this season is going to pop off this show?
Yeah.
You mean
Like this is going to be the season? Like we were talking about, like because this show's good. It's fine. It is what it is. I like it. Like she was like, oh, I think it's kind of whatever produced. I like it. I like the people so far. It's got just enough of like. I've been talking. If you've followed us on Showmance long enough, you know that like I'm obsessed with these like younger kids and their ability to communicate with each other. It just I
their
love watching
inability?
it.
Their inability.
This
The
group is
older-
not like this.
They're not, but they have like they're not good at it, but they have traits where they're like trying, which is a lot. And so like I enjoy watching them try to talk to each other. That's what I like about Joe Bradley is that he does try to communicate and be vulnerable and have these good conversations. I enjoy that. I enjoy watching it.
And they're kind of dumb, though.
I mean,
But this show hasn't popped off yet. And
I already
we
miss
were like,
O'Sheen.
I wonder, oh my God.
I think it will because I think
guy.
every season's gains steam. The first season obviously sucked because there wasn't much drama.
Yeah.
And then every season we've gotten a little bit more and
Yeah.
then a little bit
When
more.
you get to know the people too, like that's the thing that I think is always helpful is like,
no, yeah.
you know,
But I think this would be a popping off season.
I need a new single from Grace Lilly and
DJ Maddie Reese.
DJ Maddie Reese every season because they're always bangers.
That could be good. I would be down with that.
Yeah.
Another one in the studio.
Going back to Molly showing up. Have y'all ever gone back to a place after you've been fired? Like been back to the establishment?
No, but I feel like this would be a little different in that this is one of the hottest clubs in Charleston. It's a very small kind of strip of bars. Yeah. And it doesn't seem like she left on bad terms at all with Leva.
Yeah.
Leva seems to be totally embracing her and
Yeah, the whole like
oh, and also she's an event planner. So you probably shouldn't stay away from any kind of big establishment like that. Like it's probably kind of all.
Oh, I don't think it's crazy for her to go back.
Yeah, but
I've been back
never.
to places I've
Oh,
gone.
you have?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Where have you gotten fired from before?
Chester's Burgers, the best burgers this side of the Pecos in San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, I called in sick 2 days in a row, and I came back with a sunburn because I've been out on the lake.
idiot.
And they're like, "You were sick, huh?" And I was like, "Oh yeah."
Super
bad.
sick. So bad.
But it's just a really good burger, so I went back a lot.
So
Yeah.
there was a place I was trying to look it up. There used to be like a chain of restaurants in San Diego that were not that great. There's like pasta and like pizzas and stuff, but they had these breadsticks and this like just dipping sauce that they would put in bottles, squeeze bottles on everyone's table. It was like a mustard and like Thousand Island dressing mixture, whatever. This sauce was next level good. My roommate at the time worked at a Subway, and it was Halloween, and this place was like they would encourage you to dress up. And so I was like, yeah, how funny would it be if I wore your Subway outfit to my restaurant, like to my spot? Like it wasn't a restaurant, but it was like, and I thought it was super funny, and so I did. They did not think it was super funny, and they told me to go home and change, or like I couldn't work there anymore. And me being me, I was like, I'm standing up for Halloween's rights and costumes rights. And so I went home. But then I was like, well, I'm going back. I can't not have the breadsticks. Like the food was so good, but not good. Like, and we all hung out there. It was like where everyone hung out.
I get it.
So-
That happened to me in college. I was working and my boss asked me to sweep, and I'm like, it's my birthday. I don't sweep. Deuces.
Whoa.
6 days later, I walk up with my uniform on. I'm like, hey,
So
I need money.
got a broom. I'll sweep.
I'll sweep
one
whatever. It's not my
time.
birthday anymore,
Yeah,
so I can
that's
sweep.
cool. I
It's
just,
just really a one day year kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Things
totally.
have changed
Yeah.
since we last spoke. A turn of events.
how
has
much
taken
does
place.
sweeping pay?
Saw your guy in the back sweeping. Not really
Yeah.
good at it.
It's fine. Well, we did it. If
We did
you're
it.
also new here because you watch this show but you don't watch our channel, we usually read comments around this time, but we're not going to today because we don't have any comments to read.
Wait, did I fail? This
You
is usually
failed.
a 3-hour show and it's only an hour and 45. Did I
No,
fail?
no. This is great.
No,
And I
because the
also
next hour
don't-
45 is usually comments, so we're fine.
Yeah.
Well, it's also like the first episode. I feel like once the second or third, there's more to build off of. And
We went into this and we talked about it and we were like, this doesn't need to be like, we don't set out. I know. She's like, bitch, can you open
Yeah,
this?
I think she's like, I think an hour and 45 minutes is good. Minnie.
look what you did.
Yeah. This is Minnie if you're new here.
This doesn't need to be a 4-hour show. Frankly, none of them need to be
You don't
4-hour
know.
shows.
You don't know that.
Gotta
But
give the people
I'm
what
just
they
saying,
want.
I'm
Yeah.
open to a lighter show. I think it, would help our relationship because we argue a lot once we get into the weeds.
You just are argumentative.
You're very argumentative. I am very fun and light-hearted.
So join us next week.
Yeah. And if you are just tuning in because you are like, oh, well, these idiots, I'm going to here to support them, but I don't watch this show. Would you say that you could skip the first season if you wanted to try to get in and catch up?
I guess. Listen, nothing important happened the first season except for the character intros, and half those people aren't on the show anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first season is useless. They didn't even have a
Courtney-
reunion.
Courtney was like, oh, I can't get into the show. And I think it's because if I would have just told her from the jump, start on season 2, I feel like I did her a disservice by not saying that up front. And I made it where like now she's just never going to watch the show because she didn't think she can get into it off
It's
of
okay.
those
You have
first
Travis
views.
here now.
Yeah. For the viewers, I think you could skip season 1. And I am not a person that says skip season 1. I always think I'll like start from, get it all in. I think.
Yeah,
that,
I'm the
but-
same way.
You gotta know the
I'm
lore. You gotta know the
Yeah.
backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think this is one of those ones where if you got into it and you liked it, once you catch up, it only airs once a week. Plenty of time to go back to that first season and catch it all.
Plus, there's
I will
only
say-
like 9 or 10 episodes. Like it's
Yeah.
not that. It's not like a Vanderpump where
There's
it's
8
17.
episodes the first season.
Yeah,
and I
nothing.
will say,
You can do that on a
because
Saturday.
of the season 2 and season 3 storyline of Will and Emmy, it's nice to see the good days when it was just
Oh,
them
yeah.
being
That's sweet.
normal
It's real sweet of you.
Nicey to each
before
other.
they jumped off the deep end.
Yeah, and that they were all actually really solid friends in the beginning.
Except for Maddie and Grace Lily
Yeah.
beefing.
But now,
Besties.
dynamic duo.
Well, they're not. Are they?
Yes.
Maddie and
Grace
and
Lily?
Grace
Yeah.
Lily.
Yeah, Grace Lily was the one defending her in season 2.
But now,
I miss
season
season
4.
2 Grace Lily.
Did something happen did you see something happen that I
Grace
didn't?
Lily hasn't made an appearance in season 4, has she?
Yeah, she came
was
in and
at
did the tarot cards.
Tarot cards at the
Sorry,
winter party.
yeah.
But at the prom party, they had a major falling out. That
And
was the
then
last
they
thing we
made it,
saw.
and then they got
the
back
reunion,
together.
I didn't see. I don't remember them making up.
They did.
Great. Well,
Wait, they made it. I missed it.
I missed it too, and we never miss anything. We hope you enjoyed that, and we hope you come back next week for more. And like and subscribe and make comments, because if you think we're idiots, then tell us. We don't mind.
Not me. I can't take it.
Yeah, he's gonna be a little sensitive, so be nice. But we'll read the comments, the good ones, next week. And
Yeah, the
then-
funnier the better. And if you want to go back and catch old episodes of the Potter on Deck show and really get to know Travis and hear about the time that his friends switched out his brake for
with his horn.
they
They
connected,
connected
his
my
horn.
horn to my brake, so every time I braked, my horn would go off.
That's good stuff.
That's-
Those are
that's a
good.
classic
I
facts.
might even
prank.
like beep
Yeah.
that out because I want that whole story on this show next week
Okay.
because it's so fucking funny.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good story.
Yeah, I mean, he pretty much just told the whole thing right now. But still,
But it was-
I mean, I go into better details. I acted out, and I'm like, I'm sorry. It's always.
yeah, it
there's
was one of the
things.
funniest things I'd ever heard
There's
when
emotions.
I first heard it. Yeah, and it has never left me. Those are the good ones. You know,
Well,
it's
it's on
good when
the
you're still
internet.
thinking about. It's so the visual of it is hilarious to me. Anyways,
Anywho.
okay,
Well, love you. Bye.
love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
But you gotta say I love you.
It's our first date. I don't know him yet.
Okay,
It's,
fine. Fair
we're
enough.
getting to know each other.
Fair enough. Fair
Wait
enough.
for you to get to
I just
know
hope they
Truth
don't
and
ask me to go to
Chrissy
sauna.
Cheeks and Nettie.
They're going to.
And Amy
But
and
they won't kill you.
DJ.
And truth.
Claire Stewart. I already said Truth. You think I would leave Truth out?
No, I thought you were saving her for last.
I could go home and watch more Summer House. Yeah. Is Winter House worth it?
Not till you get through a bunch of Summer House.